These are 17 car maintenance secrets that mechanics already know but aren't sharing with you, and they're costing you thousands of dollars every year. The automotive service industry banks on your ignorance, using fear and urgency to sell you services you don't need. Here's the uncomfortable truth. A recent study by the Automotive Service Association found that 34% of car repairs are completely unnecessary. Meanwhile, Consumer Reports discovered that mechanics mark up parts by an average of 40%. That $100 part, you're paying $140 for it. And with the average mechanic labor rate hitting $142.82 nationwide in 2024, these tricks aren't just saving you pocket change, they're protecting you from a systematic information gap designed to empty your wallet. Let's start with the most immediately useful secret that could save you money today. Major auto parts chains will diagnose your car problems for free. O'Reilly, Auto Parts, AutoZone, Advanced Auto Parts, they'll all scan your engine codes, test your battery, and even install parts you buy from them at no extra charge. That check engine light just turned on, and you're already dreading the trip to the mechanic. Think about this for a second. A simple diagnostic reading at a repair shop costs $50 or more, but walk into an AutoZone and they'll plug their scanner into your car's computer and tell you exactly what's wrong. They'll test your battery, check your alternator, scan engine codes, and even install your new wiper blades, all free. O'Reilly goes even further. They'll test your alternator and starter while they're still in your car. They'll install headlight bulbs. They'll even recycle your old battery and give you a $10 gift card for bringing it in. These aren't hidden services. They're just not promoted the way expensive repair shop diagnostics are. Here's where it gets even better. You can buy your own OBD2 scanner for under $30 and never pay a diagnostic fee again. Every car built after 1996 has a standardized diagnostic port, usually located under the dashboard on the driver's side. Plug in your scanner and it tells you exactly what triggered that check engine light. The newer Bluetooth scanners are even smarter. They connect to your smartphone and translate those cryptic error codes into plain English. Some codes indicate minor issues you can fix yourself. Others tell you exactly what part needs attention, so you walk into any repair discussion already knowing what's wrong. Mechanics charge $50 to $100 for the same 5-minute procedure. Your $30 scanner pays for itself the first time you use it. This might be the most expensive myth in automotive history. That little sticker on your windshield telling you to change your oil every 3,000 miles? It's obsolete. Modern engines and synthetic oils have changed the game completely. Check your owner's manual right now. Most manufacturers recommend oil changes every 5,000 to 7,500 miles. Some full synthetic oils are designed to last 10,000 to 15,000 miles. Even Jiffy Lube has quietly backed away from the 3,000-mile recommendation. AA notes that for low-mileage drivers, most automakers recommend oil changes every 12 months, regardless of mileage. Think about what this means financially. If you're changing your oil every 3,000 miles instead of every 7,500 miles, you're paying for more than twice as many oil changes as necessary. Scotty Kilmer, the mechanic with over 2.9 billion YouTube views and 57 years of experience, puts it bluntly. A lot of companies are telling people they can wait to change the oil every 10,000 miles, and that's a load of baloney. He recommends every 5,000 miles with full synthetic oil, but even his conservative estimate is nearly double the traditional 3,000-mile interval. Here's a specific trick that could save you hundreds on a single repair. When a mechanic offers to replace your timing belt and water pump, ask how long the job will take. Some shops will quote you separate labor charges for each component, even though the water pump is right behind the timing belt. The truth is, once they remove the timing belt, the water pump is already accessible. Industry analysis shows that labor accounts for 70 to 80% of this repair bill. By replacing both components simultaneously, you should only pay that intensive labor charge once. Honest mechanics will tell you this up front. They'll explain that if your water pump fails after a timing belt replacement, you'll pay for all that labor again. The combined replacement averages around $1,200, but it's significantly cheaper than paying for 2 separate repairs. Sean Kim, an experienced Atlanta mechanic, explains it clearly. If that water pump fails between timing belts, you're basically going to pay what you paid for the timing belt towards a water pump. Before you authorize any work on emission components or catalytic converters, ask about warranties. These parts often carry extended warranties that that most car owners never hear about. Some catalytic converters are covered for up to 8 years or 80,000 miles under federal emissions warranties. Here's the counterintuitive part. Flushing coolant too frequently can actually cause problems. In older systems, deposits form a protective layer inside radiators. Disturbing these deposits with unnecessary flushes can create leaks in systems that were working perfectly. Tire shops love selling alignments with every tire installation, but here's the reality check. If your car doesn't pull to one side at highway speeds, doesn't shake, and your tires wear evenly, you probably don't need an alignment. Under normal conditions, vehicles typically need alignment every 12,000 to 15,000 miles. Some cars go much longer. Your driving habits and road conditions matter more than arbitrary mileage intervals. This one is infuriating. Some unscrupulous mechanics keep dirty air filters in their shops specifically to show customers. They'll pull out a filthy filter and claim it came from your car, then recommend an immediate replacement. Here's your defense. Engine air filters typically last 25,000 miles under normal conditions. Consumer Reports chief mechanic John Ibbotson offers this test. If light from a 100-watt bulb will pass through at least half the filter area, the filter is fine. A little dirt on the filter doesn't mean it's failing. It means it's doing its job. Speaking of filters, here's a money-saving reality. Most filters are incredibly easy to replace yourself. That cabin air filter behind your glove box, it takes 5 to 10 minutes and a screwdriver to replace. You can buy the replacement filter on Amazon for $6 instead of paying $25 at an auto parts store. But if you take your car to a shop, they might charge $70 or more for cabin air filter replacement. The part costs $6. The labor takes 10 minutes. You do the math. This scam is particularly common because it preys on safety fears. If you get a nail or screw in your tire tread, many shops will insist you need a complete tire replacement. This is usually false. Most nail punctures in the tire tread are completely repairable. The tire can be removed, patched from the inside, and remounted. This repair typically costs $20 or less, compared to over $100 for a new tire. The exception is sidewall damage, which genuinely cannot be safely repaired, but tread punctures from nails and screws almost always fixable. If your car was built in the last 20 years, it doesn't need traditional tune-ups. Modern vehicles are computer-controlled and self-adjusting. There's no carburetor to adjust, no points and condensers to replace. Yet shops will still recommend replacing spark plugs at 30,000 miles when your manufacturer says they're good for 100,000 miles. They'll suggest services that simply don't apply to modern vehicles. Here's a scam you can avoid with basic knowledge about your car. Older vehicles used rubber timing belts that needed periodic replacement. Many modern cars use timing chains instead, which are designed to last the vehicle's entire lifespan. If you don't know which system your car has, an unscrupulous mechanic might recommend a timing belt replacement that's completely unnecessary. 5 minutes of research about your specific vehicle can save you thousands. Your owner's manual contains a maintenance schedule that lists exactly what needs to be done at 30,000, 60,000, and 90,000 miles. This schedule is your defense against unnecessary services. When a service advisor suggests additional work, ask them to show you where the manufacturer recommends it. If they can't point to it in your manual or on the manufacturer's website, keep your credit card in your pocket. Car manufacturers have every incentive to recommend adequate maintenance. They don't want warranty claims from premature failures. If they say a service isn't needed until 60,000 miles, they've done the engineering to back up that recommendation. This simple request protects you from multiple scams. Ask for your old parts back, preferably in the package the new part came in. This proves the part was actually replaced, shows you the quality of the new part, and lets you verify the condition of the old part. If a mechanic refuses to return your old parts or seems uncomfortable with the request, that's a red flag. Honest mechanics have no problem showing you what they replaced and why it needed replacement. Here's a scheduling tip that could improve your service quality. Avoid bringing your car in on Friday afternoons. Mechanics might rush the job to get out for the weekend. Early in the work week, technicians are fresher and more focused on doing thorough work. This final scam preys on fear of expensive transmission repairs. If a mechanic shows you a transmission pan with metal particles and recommends major work, don't panic. Small metal shavings in transmission fluid are typically signs of normal wear, not catastrophic failure. Transmission rebuilds can cost thousands of dollars. Don't authorize this work based solely on normal metal particles in the fluid. Let's put this in perspective. According to AAA, 64 million American drivers would struggle to pay for an unexpected car repair. The average repair costs $500 to $600, but these secrets can prevent many of those bills entirely. Consider the cumulative savings. Avoiding unnecessary oil changes saves hundreds per year. Buying your own diagnostic scanner eliminates $50 fees forever. Replacing your own filters saves dozens of dollars each time. Knowing when services are actually needed prevents thousands in premature replacements. But beyond the money, these secrets give you something more valuable: confidence. You walk into repair shops as an informed customer, not a potential victim. The automotive service industry isn't inherently evil. Most mechanics are honest professionals trying to make a living, but the information gap between mechanics and car owners creates opportunities for those who aren't honest. As Charles, a Volkswagen dealer mechanic, points out, there are a lot of resources we have access to that an independent place wouldn't. A small shop isn't going to spend $15,000 a year for that data. This knowledge gap is profitable. When you don't know how long your air filter should last, it's easy to sell you a premature replacement. When you don't understand the difference between timing chains and timing belts, unnecessary services become possible. Armed with these 17 secrets, your relationship with car maintenance changes completely. You're no longer at the mercy of fear-based sales tactics. You understand what your car actually needs and when it needs it. That check engine light doesn't trigger immediate panic. You scan it yourself. Oil change reminders don't create urgency. You know your actual intervals. Service recommendations don't catch you off guard. You verify them against your owner's manual. Most importantly, you save money, not just on individual repairs, but on the lifetime cost of vehicle ownership. These aren't advanced mechanical skills. They're basic consumer awareness applied to automotive service. The information was always available. Your owner's manual contained the real maintenance schedule. Free diagnostic services were always offered at parts stores. The only thing that's changed is your awareness of what's already available to you. Your mechanic already knew these 17 secrets. Now you know them too.